steady on go. Welcome to the GhostRider channel. Welcome back, guys. My name's Ghost. I'm not really sure what we're going to talk about today, but welcome back. The bike is absolutely fine, as you've seen from the previous video. There are a few things that are on my mind today that we may as well talk about. I'm bored on the way home, so let's chill out, let's ride slowly, let's take it easy. I've been looking into my future. So I'm halfway through my 20s. I've got a fantastic job that I really do like. I love it, actually. Love my job. However, it's not something I see myself doing forever. I don't see myself sat doing an office job that's not what my heart is in. There's a problem with this. So I spoke to my wife and I said, look, I want to get back into computer science or computer engineering, software engineering. I want to do cybersecurity online. Obviously it's online, that's a stupid thing to say. But I spoke to her and she was like, yeah, of course, look into it, get yourself training, put yourself through a degree and go from there. Now that my contract is permanent, where I work, I've got the freedom to do that. I can spend the next 5 years putting myself through the first sort of steps to put myself into a proper university course. And the education system sucks. So when I was back in school, this really winds me up. When I'm in school, back in the day, you know, over 10 years ago, I had no idea that I would want to be an engineer. I remember a few of the boys went off to do engineering in college, and I thought, nah, that's not me. And I didn't even know what I wanted to do or what I wanted to be at that time, and nobody does. I reckon 2% of the population know what they want to do when they're in school. Like, one of my best friends in work said that she's gone and done a few jobs and she's done childcare and she knows that her heart is in childcare. I'm fine, so be it, that's a great job. Women are amazing at doing that. I mean, say no more. I mean, there's a lot of single mums out there, not many single dads. Thank you very much, what a kind gent, thank you. But yeah, we'll move on from that. So she knows what she wants to do, and childcare, you can get into it. And I've looked into how can I get myself into a engineering or software engineering kind of job or training. And I'll tell you exactly what happened last night. So I was looking online, and there's a college course. Now I've got MVQs, I've done my GCSEs, I've done really well on my GCSEs, considering I didn't give a fuck about school. I'm probably going to bleep that out, but I really didn't give a shit in school. I liked the girls. I was taken out of class, you know, at least once a week to do sports, whether it was rugby, whether it was track and field. And they knew I wasn't going to have a career as a high jumper. I'm only like, I'm nowhere near 6 foot, at least. I'm nowhere near that. I'm inches and inches off. So they knew that I wasn't going to have a career in track and field. I was a really good rugby player, but chances are I'm probably not going to be a rugby player. Maybe I could have, but that wasn't pushed on me when I was going into my A-levels. So they kind of wasted my time a little bit with that. But then again, it kept me out of trouble because I was in a lot of trouble at school. So I left school, and now I've decided I know what I want to do. I've been waiting to do this for years, and I've decided I've always wanted to do like mechanical or electric engineering. But I've nailed it down. I love computers, I love editing for YouTube, I love making YouTube videos. So what I want to do is some sort of software engineering. I've said this so many times in this video already, so let's move on to the part that's really shut me down. So I looked at the course. There's a applied computing, right? It costs £9,000 per year for me to do that. Yes, I've got a good job. I do not have a job that I can just blow £9 grand a year on, training myself up. That's not even university yet. Bear in mind, this is just college degree. This is like a before uni sort of half degree. So I've got to spend £9 grand, which isn't like uni. You don't have to pay it back once you earn over 21 grand. And the problem is, I already do earn just over 21 grand a year, so I will have to start paying that back immediately. But this £9 grand, you've got to pay it before you go to that college. So I can't go, oh yeah, I'll get 60 grand in debt and I'll pay it back once I'm in a job, because yes, you know, these when you're a proper software engineer and you go to an established company, then you are expected to earn at least £80,000 a year. If I was earning that, absolutely, I wouldn't mind paying back 20 grand a year. I mean, my God, that's way over double of what I earn. When I say way over, that's nearly 3 times what I earn. That's crazy. But yeah, so that's let me down. And then it also got me thinking about what would I like to do computer-wise, software-wise. I thought I'd love to develop games. I'd love to work on YouTube, on the software behind it. I know a lot of people, they do this and then they do these, comment bots and like bots and all that. I wouldn't do that. I'd like to just know how everything works and understand an algorithm. We all talk about it. We all talk about how the algorithm works, but none of us know. I'm sure there's people that have degrees in software engineering and whatnot that do actually understand. But it also got me thinking, and we're going to go on a tangent because why not? I'm really talking of no context here today, so let's crack on. It's got me thinking about what's the next step for mankind. So we've gone to the moon, done that, we're now rolling out electric vehicles, made a video on that the other day talking about 2041, most likely we're going to start wiping out, anything that's not electric or hydrogen powered. Of course, that's going to come one day, and I'm going to be really sad when I can't ride this beast. And I know in 2041 I won't be riding the SFE 650, but you get my drift. I'll probably be riding a H2 by then, or something. I really hope that, something like that. I would say Panigale, but I don't like the sound of them. I think I'm the only person on earth that doesn't like the sound of a Panigale. If I'm even saying that right. It's got me thinking. Life on Mars, or... I was watching a video, and it was Tom Scott, I believe it was, where he spoke about the totally silent town, where it's green... What is it? Green Power or Greenpeace? I think it's Greenpeace telescope. I'll put it up on screen. You can see it right now. This is what I'm talking about, and it was this video. And it's always been in the back of my mind, like, what is going on? What is the next thing that's going to happen? Because yes, we're going to wipe out petrol and diesel vehicles. We're going to wipe out fossil fuel consumption, mostly, because of course we're still going to need oil, unless we just use coconut oil to, unless we can genetically engineer, unless we can genetically engineer some sort of oil, synthetic oil, that is a better lubricant and whatnot. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is, what's the next step? Alright, we might genetically engineer a monkey human. Right, that's great. Don't really hear about that. We might genetically engineer, again, synthetic oil that is actually better than what's the word? Hydrocarbons. Is it hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons. Yeah, it's hydrocarbons. The next step has got to be, I'm not going to put money on who finds this, but going back to this massive telescope, it's got to be any year now that we're going to discover life on another planet. And I don't picture aliens. I picture, like, dogs in space. Like, we're going to discover another planet, or we're going to be able to see closer to the likes of I know the atmosphere with Mars and Saturn, there's no way life can be on there, but there's going to be another planet within the Goldilocks zone that is going to be habitable for us, and it's already going to be inhabited by, bacteria. And I wonder if evolution, because it should have, because when you think about space-time, that is right next door to us. If it's in the Goldilocks zone, then with the rate that space expands, I know that's not a correct phrase, but at the rate space expands, we should be within millions of years of evolution. So I'm hoping that... I need to pop down to the shop here, so I'm going to have to carry this on in a second, unless it's too busy, because it does look very busy. But back to what I was saying, there's got to be life on another planet, and there's no argument whether yes, there's aliens, no, there's not aliens, because we all understand the concept of aliens is just a species that doesn't belong to a region. I think that's the definition of it. And alien is just, if we discover something that isn't on Earth, then it's classed as an alien. So if we find a llama, for example, say a donkey that lives on say planet 32A21B, right? Say that planet that's in the Goldilocks zone, guaranteed there's going to be some sort of donkey-looking weird thing, or I need to just squeeze past you. I love this on a bike. You can just, oops, excuse me, thank you very much. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I know it's going to be within my lifetime that we discover this, and I can't wait to see how crazy it's going to be when we discover that. And people putting their tinfoil hats on, they don't even believe that the Earth is round at the moment. There's so many idiots out there that think that Antarctica surrounds, the ice wall surrounds the Earth. And I'm not turning this into a flat Earth video. I'll leave that for Creaky. He's the best at it, with his boys. But yeah, if you are into flat Earth society and taking the piss out of them, go check out Creaky Blinder. He's a hilarious Welshman, and I've spoke to him a few times, and we're arranging to meet up on the bikes. I'm in the middle of writing down a bit of a sort of script, a joking script that we can do on the bikes, and pretend to prove that the Earth is flat on the motorcycle somehow. I've got a few ideas, they're going to be quite funny, but anyway, go check out Creaky Blinder. Hell of a guy. He is rapidly growing, he's going to be very successful, and he's Welsh. We love Welsh. We are Welsh. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what we're going to find and when we're going to find it, and how far away are we going to find this next thing, because of course, like I said, it's going to be within the Goldilocks zone. I'm so excited. What do you think it's going to look like? Is the first thing that we find going to be bacteria on a rock on planet 23B, or is it going to be a full-fledged monkey? Now, I know it doesn't have to follow the direct route that we did. We didn't have to evolve, not from monkeys, but from the same ancestors as monkeys, It's going to be interesting. What a lovely ride home. I've really enjoyed myself today. It's so much nicer driving slow. Why don't I do this more often? I don't know why I drive like an idiot most of the time. I'm just in a rush to go home and spend time with the kids, I think. Whereas, take an extra it does take me 2 or 3 minutes extra to get home, riding slowly. But it's safer, and it means my kids will see me more, and we won't go into that, because I already made the video about that. Anyway, I need to go in the shop right here, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on any of this, because this has been a load of shit. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been Ghost. Have a great day, have a great night, and more importantly, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.